In this video, we are going to do questions of the chapter Understanding Quadrilateral, Class 8, specifically based on rhombuses and rectangle. So you can read this question. It says the diagonals of a rhombus are in the ratio 3:4. So let's make a rhombus first. Say if I make a rhombus, I made a rhombus. And I'm also joining their diagonals. Say if I join these diagonals, first name it as A, B, C, D, and the length of the diagonals obtained by joining AC and BD. Say I've joined it. What it says further, it says that they are in the ratio. That means we can say the longer diagonal, as you can see here, that is, I'm taking the longer diagonal. This is AC as 4x and the other, that is BD, maybe the shorter one in this case, BD as 3x. Now, the perimeter of this rhombus is given. As you know that all sides of the rhombus are equal. That means 4 times its side will be equal to the perimeter. I repeat, perimeter of a rhombus is sum of its 4 sides, and all sides are equal. Considering all sides being A, then I can say that sum of 4 sides will be 4A, and that is equal to 4A is equal to 40, implies A is equal to 10. That means all its sides are 10. That means this is 10, this is 10, and this is 10, including this. Now, the important property that will be used in solving this question is that the diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degrees. The diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degrees. That means we can say that the length of AO will be half of this, that is 2x, and that of BD will be 3x over 2, right? As the diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degrees, so we will be taking these at the length. Now, further, we are going to apply Pythagoras relation in this triangle. As you know that diagonals of rectangle bisect each other at 90 degrees. That implies this angle AOB will be 90 degrees. So let's apply Pythagoras theorem here. So I can say that a square of the hypotenuse, that is AC, a side opposite to 90, angle side opposite to 90 degrees, right angle hypotenuse. That's why I've taken AB as the hypotenuse. So the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. I'm replacing AB with 10, that is its value, replacing AO with 2x, which is its value. Make sure you're putting a square bracket, whole bracket here, and the square of OB, and that is OB is 3x over 2 whole square. This is 100. This is 4x square, and this comes out to be 9 square over 4. Now, further, I'm taking LCM. I can see that this is 1. So this will give you 16x square plus 9x square, that divided by 4 is equal to 100. Now, for further simplification, what we can do here is to add these numbers. This will give you, on transposing 4 on the other side, it will become 400, and this will give you 25x square over 4. Sorry, 4 is already used, already transposed here. Now this implies x square is equal to 400 divided by 25. So x is equal to 60, x square is equal to 16, implies x is equal to 4. Now, once we get the value of x here, that is 4, we can replace this 4, value x as 4. What we get here, replacing this with x, that is 4 here, AC. So AC will be 4 times x, that is 4 into 4, that is 16. And OB, or say BD, it is 3 times x, that is 12. So we can say that the length of the diagonals. We got the length of the diagonals, and the length of the diagonals here is 16 and 12. And that will be in centimeters. As you can see here, the perimeter was given in centimeters. So it will come as the final answer for this part. Now moving to the next question. This is question number 2. In this question number 2, it says that a pair of adjacent sides of a rectangle are in the ratio of 3:4. So let's make a rectangle first. I made a rectangle here and say, I can name it as ABCD. Further, adjacent sides, like adjacent side is what? AB, BC, could be BC, CD, or could be, as you know, opposite sides of a rectangles are equal. So adjacent could be any length and breadth. Now they are in the ratio 3:4. So make sure you take the smaller one as 3x and the longer one as 4x. It's diagonal. So length of the diagonal is given to us. So let's join the diagonal here. This is the diagonal. And further, you should also know that each angle of a rectangle is 90 degrees. So I can take this rectangle as 90 degree. Could have been this also, will not make any difference. We know its length, and this is given as 20 centimeter. Now what we can do here is to apply. What we have to find here is the perimeter. For that, we have to get the value of x. As you know, if you get the value of length and the breadth, you can find its perimeter using the formula 2 times L plus B. So first we need to find the value of x, the variable here, that will give us the value of length and breadth. So for that, I'm applying Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. So in this right triangle, as you can see, right angle at A, that is in right triangle ABD, we can say the square of the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the one which is opposite to 90 degree. That is the side opposite to 90 degree. So the square of the hypotenuse, that is, this is BD, right? BD square will give you, it's equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is AB square plus AD square. BD, whose value is 20, so it's 20 square AB, which is 4. So make sure you're putting a whole square here. And AD, we can say that since opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, I can write this as 3x also, that is AD and BC. So replacing AD with 3x, we get 3x square. This comes out to be 400. This is 16x square plus 9x square. That means 400 is equal to 25x square. For further calculation, what we can do, we can write this 25x square as 400 implies x square is equal to 400, that divided by 25. On reducing, we are getting 16. That means x is equal to 4 here. Now, once we get the value of x, we can replace this x with That means replacing x with 4 will get 4 into 4, that is 16. And similarly, replacing the other side, this with 4 will get 3 into 4, that comes out to be 12. So once we get the value of the length and the breadth, we can find its perimeter. So let's find the perimeter in this case. So perimeter of a rectangle is, it is 2 times sum of the length plus breadth. So this is 2 times length, with the longer one is length, that is 16, and the shorter one is breadth. So this is P is equal to 2 times 28. So perimeter is 56 centimeter. Now, in this question, there can be some extended part. You may be asked to find the area of this rectangle. And in that case, you know that area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So you can even find the area as length into breadth, as you have got the length as 16 and the breadth as 12. So this is how the question number 2 can be done.